Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we finally managed to declare war for the last holding that we need in Tier 4, but unfortunately, Emperor Meletius the Wise did not live long enough to see Tier 5. He died of severe stress right at the end of the episode, so we're now playing as Emperor Porphyrius, and we need to do all of the usual stuff that we have to do when a succession happens, namely well, most importantly, make sure that our vassals aren't going to overthrow us immediately. I think we'll probably just check the more powerful ones for now and then wait to see if any factions pop up and deal with them as and when that happens. So our most powerful vassal, Morea in Italy, is fortunately pretty happy with us. I think the ones that are down at the 7 and 14 kind of level are the ones we'll have to deal with most urgently. Unfortunately, they're going to want extremely large bribes, which we can't really afford. So we'll see what honorary titles we have to give them. Name him Caesar. And maybe we want to give something to Italy to make sure that he is as happy with us as possible. Get him up to 69. Alright, unfortunately our domain is too big, at least for now. It might just need to update. I don't know if it's necessarily taking our wife into account just yet, though she's not a very good character at all, so maybe we should try to... Oh, this isn't us, never mind. No, our wife is decent on stewardship. We'll see if that updates. It might not be accurate. Let's unpause for a few days and see what happens. We'll fulfill the ambition to gain a title. No, it looks like we're on a 9 domain limit. So that's going to give us an opinion penalty if we hold on to all of these titles, which I do want to do because they're all in our domain. Well, let's see. For now, we can take an ambition. In fact, we could take a stewardship focus, which would help us out, but we might need a diplomatic focus to help out with vassals. I think we'll probably be okay without taking extra diplomacy. We'll just take the +3 stewardship to try and get our domain limit up by 1. For our ambition, I think we'll become exalted among men. The extra prestige will help with vassal opinion. We have one daughter who needs educating, so we can use her for opinion. Perhaps with Egypt, it's relatively powerful. I think Ravenna is more powerful than Egypt, if I remember. But maybe Jerusalem would actually be a better choice. Seems good. So we can create titles as well to gain some quick prestige, which might be a good idea. Can't create Thessalonica. Might be time to create this kingdom finally. We could make a very powerful vassal here, or relatively powerful, who would be very happy with us, gain some prestige for ourselves. We don't have the piety to create kingdom titles, so I guess that's a moot point for now at least. Okay, we'll just unpause for a while and see what factions, if any, pop up that we're going to need to deal with. We'll release prisoners from there, take new prisoners, our siege as one. Alright, and I always forget that we have to get the Augustus title, or trait, which does help with vassal opinion as well. Hail Caesar. And apparently that wasn't enough, the stewardship focus wasn't enough to give us the extra point of domain limit, so I may have no choice but to give away a holding, even though I would much rather not. So our independence faction is slowly growing here, up into the dangerous range. Alright, we've sieged the capital there as well. Well, I suppose we'll head up here and spread out on some more counties and siege them. Actually, I'm going to leave an army behind in their capital just to make sure they don't take it back. How goes their Decadence Revolt? Still around 80%. Alright, it looked like the Independence faction peaked at around 60-something and is slowly going down now. Improved opinion with our Despot of Lusitania, which puts him up to 95, so we don't have to worry about him at least. Let's see, you're fine. We'll ignore the people on 60, 70-ish. Ravenna, I guess, will be our next target. Over here. Oh, it might have been smarter to choose somebody who is in the faction. Maybe Ravenna is in the faction. Anyway. He is. Okay, that's fine then. Got down to 48%. Hopefully we are going to have a smooth succession then, and we can even keep our extra county until we can gain one extra stewardship. Our wife is pregnant. Okay. Not one extra stewardship, but one extra domain size. Oh, and we do have a dangerous faction, which is independent. Okay, so we are going to have to do something about this. Unfortunately, all of the most powerful vassals are going to want large bribes, except this guy, who apparently has only modest requirements. More likely to be able to afford to bribe the dukes out of here, so we'll do that. This is the Knights Templar, who are never going to be happy. This guy's just a count, actually, so he hardly seems even worth bribing. So it's a little late to take it back. Yeah, very well. Speaking of prisoners, actually, maybe we have a duke or somebody in prison here? We do. So we can release him for an extra 15 opinion, which I think I will do. So that should help out considerably. We'll see if anyone leaves the faction. They do. Okay, so our army's up here, and we won't be able to siege this because it's already occupied. We'll just go in here and siege this county, I suppose. Has quite a few holdings that we can take. He really should just give up, though. It's only a single holding, and he has bigger problems right now with his Decadence Revolt, which should be almost at 100%. It is. And speaking of revolts, we have our own peasant revolt to deal with. Over here. Well, this is in Castile's land, so Castile should deal with that without our having to do anything. We caught this count and this courtier. Oh, this courtier being our, not our actual mother, I guess, our stepmother. In flagrante. I don't know if we care about that. We probably didn't like her anyway. Yeah, we didn't dislike her, especially. So we'll probably not care about that one too much. Okay, Ravenna is happier, that's good. Our factions are probably stabilized. And arrange marriage from the King of Poland. Okay. Wants to marry my courtier. I'll accept. How are you doing, Poland? Poland's looking pretty good. Oh, Hungary has taken a bunch of land over here. Surely not in an invasion. They aren't tribal or anything. So how would they have done that? Here's the kingdom title. Oh, he conquered it as a claimant. I see. Well, congratulations, Hungary. They're having a pretty good time. For now. And we have inherited the Despotate of East, aka Syria, I believe. So we need to re-grant that, which is kind of good because we'll have a vassal king over here who will definitely like us. This guy seems just fine. He's content, so he'll be very unlikely to cause us any trouble. And any lower titles that we have as well, he can have. We apparently inherited probably retinue from there. I guess we'll keep them. Actually, no, I'm going to disband these because I doubt they're not cataphracts, so they're partially cataphracts, I think. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep them. Might have put us over our retinue cap, actually. It did, okay. We'll just put them with the rest of the retinue. There's no penalty for being over the retinue cap, as far as I know. Just means we can't build any new retinue until the cap goes up. And the Nafacids have lost their Decadence Revolt, it seems, which has ended our war inconclusively. This holding is now under the new Sultan, which is pretty unfortunate, actually. Gonna have to retreat all of our troops from here, disband them, and then redeclare the war. I was kind of hoping that that wouldn't end our war inconclusively, but it was not to be, I guess. So our vassal despot of Aragon, or Tarraconensis, wants to marry my courtier, sure. I'll allow it. Yeah, faction's still hovering around 40%, which I think we can handle for the moment. Prisoner's complaining, we'll let him rot. And we have a new heir. We had a new son born in the purple. Unfortunately, he is not very good. Well, he's not bad either, he's just completely average in every way. So I think we'll bestow the whichever title it is, Symbasilius, on him, which should make him into our heir again. For now, if we have... Well, I guess we have another son born in the purple. He wouldn't even be the heir anyway, because unfortunately Melitios here would take precedence. Anyway, speaking of Isidoros, he needs educating, which we are going to take care of ourselves. And our peasant revolt has been taken care of. Thank you, Castile. Probably shouldn't have spent 10 piety executing him, actually, because I would still like to create a kingdom title or two for the prestige, as well as to get rid of some extra vassals. since we're getting fairly close to our vassal limit, the fishing industry of Constantinople is experiencing something of a boom. For some reason, the population of fish has grown dramatically, significantly increasing the amount of fish available. This will feed many families and also provide a lot of fish that can be traded elsewhere. Interesting news. Alright, so I think we now have no more levies raised. Disband anything that can be disbanded here, which apparently is nothing. And we'll declare war again on the Azenquedid Sultanate for the one holding that we need. So they have troops there already. Let's not raise our troops right on top of them. I guess that is Africa there. And we'll, I suppose, just raise some more adjacent troops and march right in there. They don't have much of an army right now, so we should be safe enough, I think. And our latest round of upgrades has finished. But I think we're going to hold on to our money for the moment, just in case we need to spend some of it on expensive bribes, but I think we're pretty much under control with our factions here for the moment. Sardinia is no longer considered a de jure part of the Kingdom of Italy. Okay. De jure part of the Roman Empire. As it should be. So let's see, you have no other wars going on right now. Apparently the former Sultan has gotten demoted to an emir. No, we don't actually have enough troops here to siege this. Let's send a few more, we don't need many. And probably the garrison here is pretty low, but actually not low enough for us to assault it with that many troops, so we'll just siege it the slow way, which shouldn't actually take that long. Okay, Ravenna's opinion is improved again up to 100, so we can move our Logothete of the Course to who? Egypt, maybe? Yeah, I guess it's going to be Egypt. Okay. Make sure that he doesn't cause us any trouble. I'm not sure what the jingly coin noise is. Did we somehow gain... We didn't gain a tributary or something? We're not a merchant republic. I don't know. Well, I assume it means we're getting money from somewhere, so I guess I won't complain about it. We will take prisoners. So we have our target holding. And no sign of the actual army from our enemies. We'll keep an eye out for them. Yes, our half-brother here is a decent commander. Oh, there's an army, okay. Well, it's only 260 men, so we'll go fight it. And we want another siege over here. Which gets us to 17%. I guess we'll just move along and siege some more stuff. I don't really want to venture as far as their capital here, since it's probably very far away in terms of travel times, and I think all of these African provinces are, when you get away from the coast here. But I guess we'll do it if we have to. We'll just siege more counties along the way, though. Well, that one was quick. We're up to 29%. Make sure that we have supply limit here. We actually don't. Have the 500 stay behind. There's a Jerusalemite civil war. Okay. So this one's going to be sieged pretty quickly as well. Getting us 40%, and I guess we are marching on the capital. Why not? Alright, well, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, though, so we'll have to finish this war in the next one, which we should be able to do pretty quickly, and then move on to Tier 5. So, thanks for watching, and join me again then.